Welcome to the club's online show special. If you're new to folding camper or trailer tent camping and you're looking for advice on how to get started in this great pastime, then you've come to the right place. Trailer tents and folding campers are easy and economical to tow, stow and own, but they still offer enough facilities for full self-sufficiency on a camping trip. For fans, they are the ideal compromise between the joys of canvas and the relative comforts of a caravan. So what's the difference between a trailer tent and a folding camper? A trailer tent is best described as a tent in a trailer that pulls out and pegs to the ground, still using the trailer part for a bedroom area. Once pitched, often the only thing to distinguish it from a typical frame tent is the trailer hitch. In a folding camper, there's no canvas pegged directly to the ground, except for the awning if one is used. Usually, the bedroom areas will fold or slide out from the trailer unit, which itself often looks similar to the lower half of a touring caravan. And these bedroom areas remain off the ground once erected. Here's a snapshot of the range and variety of trailer tents and folding campers on the market today, captured at a recent motorhome and caravan show.
It's pretty unusual to have more than a couple of trailer tents or folding campers together in one place. But here at the Motorhome and Caravan Show in Birmingham, there are lots of them, ranging in price from about £3,000 to 10 times that amount. Let's go and see some. The first two come in at around the £4,000 mark. The Camplair S may be the lowest price of this selection, but it boasts the largest double bed. As with all the units, the beds are off the ground with proper domestic style mattresses. You won't get many bells and whistles with this Camplair, but it still has underbed tents and a spacious living area. The Campmaster Air comes in a tiny trailer that's small enough to be towed by a motorbike. It's based on a camper tent with modifications, and you can enjoy a memory foam mattress in the UK-made inner tent inside it. If you have a couple more £1,000 to play with, you could own the Venta Sovati. This is a rugged off-road style trailer tent from South Africa, complete with jerry can holders and a zinc galvanised chassis. Your sleeping area is well above the ground here. The French Raclay Salina also sells for around £6,000. Like the Sovati, its standard form, it's a two-berth. There's a distinctive round window in the awning and a layout that has the sleeping area tucked away out of view. It's made from 100% cotton fabric. Both the Isabella and Camplet names have been synonymous with quality for many years, and this Isabella Camplet Dream XL model, selling for around £7,500, has quality in spades. It's a dealer special version from Camperlands with a deluxe kitchen included and an optional annex. Its fly sheet is in Isabella's breathable acrylic canvas. If you'd like a few more features but are still looking for an easy-to-tow trailer rather than a caravan, you might be interested in some of the folding campers here. These two are both thoroughly British, but very different. The Pathfinder is at the top of Pennine Outdoor Leisure's 2020 range. It's very well specified with a full washroom, kitchen and a proper cooker with two fold-out double beds. The central U-shaped seating area will accommodate a couple more people if you need even more sleeping area. And this year you can choose a darkened sleep-tight inner tent for longer lie-ins on summer mornings. You'll pay a bit over £16,000 for this model. The most pricey folding camper at the show is the Off-Road Air Opus. It has a real safari feel with teak surfaces and leatherette furnishings. Like the Venta, it's really designed to go off-road with chunky tyres and hefty spring suspension. The extreme top-of-the-range version is full of goodies, like this pull-out kitchen, a bike rack and awning lighting, but it will set you back £25,000.
Now we're going to show you how to pitch a typical trailer tent on site in our step-by-step video guide.
Welcome to the Camping and Caravanning Club series of how-to videos. Now in this video we're going to show you how to pitch a typical trailer tent, where most of the walls are made of canvas or man-made equivalent and tent fabric is folded out from the trailer and pegged out. Trailer tents usually have ready-made beds that fold out from the main trailer body and come with mattresses, and at least some of the occupants can sleep off the ground. From unhitching from your tow car on site to uncorking your first bottle of wine on holiday, Camping and Caravanning Magazine's Ian Hewlett and Sheena Ramchurn are here to guide you step by step.
Pitching a trailer tent typically takes around 20 minutes and is best managed with two people. First, position your trailer on your pitch on site. If the ground isn't flat, you may need to use a ramp to level it from side to side and chock the trailer's wheel. Apply the handbrake if fitted, then lower the jockey wheel into position and secure, then chock the wheels. Disconnect the electrical plugs and breakaway cable, pull up the hitch head lever and use the jockey wheel to raise the hitch from the tow ball. Drive your car away, then level your trailer front to rear using the jockey wheel. Lower the corner steadies to stabilise the trailer, then unclip the trailer tent cover, fold it and store it somewhere safe and dry. If a kitchen unit is supplied, separate and move it out of the way just for now. Release the sleeping compartments by extending their support frame poles and unfolding the compartment bases through 180 degrees on their hinges. Adjust the tent frame so they're fully extended into the correct position and the inner tent roof is reasonably taut. Unfill the outer tent canvas to cover the inner sleeping quarters and lower the canvas to the ground, peg out squarely. Unzip the door to the main living quarters and arrange seat cushions in place on benches where appropriate. Raise and tension the central tent roof line, then zip the entry doors shut. Unfold and position your trailer tent's awning ground sheet and peg it out in position. Remove the awning from its bag and begin by zipping it to the main trailer tent living quarters. Throw it over the main body canvas. Arrange the awning frame poles in position on the ground sheet, then assemble them to the main body. Pull the awning over the frame and zip to the ground sheet. Peg the awning out. Add the canopy pole to the front section to complete the trailer tent. If you intend to use the awning all the time, it can be left zipped to the main body and stored over the top of the main body fabric. You're now ready to connect the mains power cable to the trailer and campsite hookup bollard and set up the other facilities such as water and gas.
If you found this video useful, be sure to check out others in our how-to series on our YouTube channel. Happy camping and caravanning.
Next, we're going to share 2 of our most popular trailer tent review videos to give you a feel for the different types, their merits and their shortcomings.
Cabannon is a name that's been part of the camping world for 60 years now and is synonymous with long-lasting tents and trailer tents. The company suggests it will take you an hour to pitch the whole thing, but if you're in a hurry you could just use the basic sleeping pod. In this case you unhitch, level the unit using the jockey wheel, wind down the legs, remove the kitchen, unfold the 2 double beds from the top of the trailer, peg up the inner tents and peg out the fly sheet over the top. If it's raining you can unfold the fly sheet first, though it's a bit more fiddly to fit the bedrooms from inside. This Mercury trailer tent is a stalwart of the ranges. It has 2 comfortable double beds with slatted bases and proper mattresses, and you can fit an inner tent underneath each of them, making 8 berths in total if you need them all. The real benefit of a trailer tent like this though is the living space, and for that you'll need to pitch the awning as well. The semicircular shape of the Mercury awning makes this a lot simpler than some. Once you've positioned the ground sheet and zipped on the awning, there are just a few structural and shaping poles to zip into their sleeves inside to complete things, along with plenty of pegging of course. Our test unit has the deluxe kitchen that boasts 3 gas burners, drawers and a stainless steel sink. There's plenty of storage space in the trailer for all your kit on the road, and with a maximum authorised mass of 750 kilograms, you can tow this behind pretty much any car, even if you only have a B-class driving licence. Buy a Cabannon and the chances are you'll still be enjoying it in a couple of decades' time. A total package that includes a couple of sun canopies, 2 underbed tents, a spare wheel and more comes in at around £8,000. This sounds a fair bit for a trailer tent, but with such good quality materials it should be providing you with great holidays for many years, or a good price if you choose to sell at some point in the future. French company Raclay says, the Raclay Selina is certainly the simplest trailer tent in the world to open. So we brought one to the Camping and Caravanning Club site at Blackmore near Great Malvern in Worcestershire to see if that's true. The trailer has a solid lid that's lockable for security and folds out to become a practical floor for the main trailer tent. So in theory, one person can fold out the main unit in just a single action. Inevitably it's a little more fiddly after that, but not much. You'll need to fix the fabric around the lid to keep it in place before putting the lid on the ground. There are 4 poles to fit at the corners and a few hooks to attach. But that's about it for an overnight stop. Raclay reckons you can do this in a couple of minutes. The bed isn't the largest double on the market at 4 foot 3 inches wide, but that still leaves plenty of space underneath for your luggage. For longer stays you may want to fit the awning, which really increases the living space. And you can add a further bedroom annex, making this into a family-sized 4-berth if you need it. This is a fairly basic trailer tent, but there are a few extra options available. This one has a roof rack so you can carry bikes on the top. With a maximum authorised mass of just 400 kilograms, it's light and small enough to be towed by any car. You can buy it in braked or unbraked form. I love the distinctive round windows of the Selina and the contrasting cotton fabrics. They combine to make it stand out on site for all the right reasons. And the awning can have either blue or orange trim. A new one will cost you from about £4,000. But if even that's a little too much, it's been around for a few years, so there are some great older models on the market. If you're looking for a lightweight, practical trailer tent for 2, or perhaps even for 4, then the Selina should definitely be on your list to check out.
Finally, we look at a review of a Pennine Pathfinder folding camper, which has become one of our most watched video reviews on the club's YouTube channel.
We're here at Wolverley Camping and Caravanning Club site, and I'm here to test out the Pennine Pathfinder folding camper. This is a 6-berth folding camper with a maximum weight of 1,000 kilos and a unladen weight of 840. It's quite a big unit once it's set up, but when it's been towed, it's much smaller, much easier to handle, much easier to manoeuvre around. The material of this unit is acrylic. It's made by Isabella, so it's a really high quality material. It doesn't absorb water, so it's very easy to dry. So it should dry pretty quickly on its own right, but it's not absorbing the water in the first place, so it's not going to hold the dampness when you fold it up. It has a stabiliser, brakes, electrics, just like any caravan. As this only weighs 1,000 kilos fully loaded, be able to be towed by most medium-sized cars. Something like an Astra would easily be able to tow this. The shower head, you can pull out hot and cold water to shower off your dog, bike, cat, boots, whatever. As you can see, it's quite a spacious unit. Comparing it to its footprint, you've got this massive lounge area. You've got a double bed, which is got pockets and its own privacy curtains. You've got a large sink with a glass top, so you've got plenty of working area. Hob with an oven underneath, lights, pretty much everything you want. We have a fridge that's built in underneath this cupboard here, and a sink and cassette toilet. Also the sink can fold back to allow the use of the toilet. Down here we have a plinth heater for those chillier evenings, which is powered by electricity. This Pennine Pathfinder folding camper can sleep 6 people in comfort, can be used and towed behind a normal everyday car, and is a nice place to be, and it's pretty easy to store when you take it home and you tow it.
I hope these pointers have put you on the right road to discover folding camper and trailer tent camping. For more information on getting started, visit the club's website newtocamping.co.uk. And be sure to tune in to our social channels for the rest of our online club show special content. Happy camping!